inexperienced. So, that's a starting point for us, whether you look at the receiver group, the defensive backs, especially on the outside, the corners. And then I'd throw the quarterback situation right in there with it. Certainly it's part of the perimeter. If you look on 7-on-7 drills, we will have a new quarterback. We're not sure who that's going to be right now. So we'll let the guys compete at that position. That's something that's always of note to everybody. And I think if there's any good news there, we've had great success. Our 5 nationally or top 10 ranked teams all had basically new starting quarterbacks. Rick Stanzi was kind of a holdover or a carryover after earning the job partway through the 2008 season. But the other 4 guys were all first-year starters, all did a great job. And of those 5 guys, coincidentally 4 of those were coached by Ken O'Keefe, so it's kind of a little bit of an interesting point. And then another position I think that really bears mentioning is the punting position. And it's part of our special teams group, needless to say. Seeing how that materializes, and then at the opposite end of that, who's going to field punts and return punts for us. Desmond did such an outstanding job there. So be it that and the kick return positions, those are things that we're going to be looking at there on our radar as we go along. So, just in conclusion, I think right now the biggest thing for us as a coaching staff is to go into it with an open mind, let our players compete, let them do what they're going to do over the next 15 practices, and we'll judge the guys based on what they do out there in the football field. I think you look historically, it's good to come into spring with a good resume. We've got several players that have a strong resume, but we expect them to continue to grow, continue to improve. And, just look historically, Bo Bauer is a great illustration, a guy who was a starter 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, lost his position, kept a great attitude, came back last year and won it. And then conversely, right in that equation, Travis Fisher, Cole Fisher, my linebackers mixed up. Cole's a guy who, emerged in 2 years ago to take that spot and ended up being our starting middle backer in his 5th year. So it's constantly, things constantly change, players change, how they perform changes, and, it's our job to keep a fresh eye and just, evaluate what we see.